this view, and then hopefully you can hear me. Hey, this is Caroline, and I'm getting started. Can you hear me? Hey, I'm going to get started here in just a minute. Hello, it is 3 o'clock Eastern now. Hello, my name is Caroline, and this is my very first YouTube live stream. I am coming to you from Atlanta, so thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to talk about different projects that we can do while we are in a shelter at home. I understand a lot of us are now practicing social distancing or physical distancing due to this COVID-19 pandemic. I live in Atlanta, and we are currently in a 14-day shelter in place by order of our Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms. Now, I do want to note before I get started, outdoor exercise is allowed during a shelter in place. It doesn't mean you're cooped up in your house the entire day. So I take advantage of this whole exercise caveat pretty much every day. I run 5 days a week, and then I try to take a walk or ride my bike on the other 2 days. So I encourage everybody to stay safe and healthy during this crazy time. My heart goes out to everybody working the front lines, from our medical personnel, our first responders, everybody working customer service, working at the grocery store. You're working our front lines. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for everybody who is putting their life on the line so that I can stay safe. All right. So before I get started, I am going to talk about a couple of housekeeping items. And I've got a little, a PowerPoint thing here going on. Got some slides I've made. So number one, this is my first YouTube live, so cut me a little slack here. I haven't really done this very much. I have a camera right here. I've got a screen here, and I've got a screen over here too. So I've got a lot of screens going on. So if it looks like I'm not looking at you, sorry about that. I'm looking at 3 other screens right now. Okay, so housekeeping. Number one, there's no medical advice here. I am not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV. Number two, I am planning to do this every Thursday at 3 o'clock while we are still in our shelter in place, or while we're still working through this whole COVID-19 crisis. I am planning for this YouTube Live to be a place of positivity. That means no negative stuff on here. So we're going to talk about positive things and how we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep our minds, fresh and new while we are in this COVID-19 crisis. And last but not least, I will talk about the Alexa a lot. So please, if you have one in the room and you're watching this, please mute your Alexa. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you very much. There's not a way for me to mute out when I say the word Alexa or Amazon Echo, and I could trigger your device. All right. So that is housekeeping for you. Now, if you have any questions, oh, hello, I see people saying hi. Look, I'm looking over here at the screen now. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Okay, great. Somebody said they can see and hear me. Okay, excellent. Okay, so let's move on and let's talk about the format for today's live video. All right, so I'm gonna section this out into 9 sections actually. So it's 3 sections of beginner, intermediate, and advanced. I'm gonna talk about projects for 3 different levels, and then I wanna talk about projects in the realm of like a beginner Amazon Echo project, and then intermediate one, advanced, and then a beginner Raspberry Pi project, and then I've got wildcard on here. So wildcard just means other, basically. It's not in the category of Amazon Echo or Raspberry Pi. And that is the format of what we'll do. I'm going to limit the live demos just because live demos generally don't go the way you think they're going to go. So I'm going to reference a lot of other projects, and I'm going to give you a lot of URLs so that you can go off and kind of follow along if you'd like, and then go off and do it on your own. How about that? How's that sound? All right. Okay, thank you. Thank you, KP55, for muting your Alexa. All right, next. Okay, now let's talk about, now before I did this YouTube Live, last week I put out a poll on my channel and said, hey, what would you like to know in a YouTube Live if I do that? And I'm sorry, this is really small and you can't really see it here, but there were 3 choices. One is you wanted to know what projects you could do, and that won overall. What was not popular at the beginning of the poll but kind of got popular at the end of the poll is behind the scenes of my YouTube channel. So maybe I'll try to cover that in a future video here. And then last but not least is don't go YouTube Live, just stick with your weekly videos. Now, the plan is Tuesdays at noon Eastern, I launch a weekly recorded video. I'm going to continue doing that as long as I can keep on doing that. And so you're still going to get that. Now we're going to do Tuesdays and Thursdays. So now Thursdays will be our live day. And then you can ask me questions and we can make this interactive. Okay, hello Scott, hello KP, hello Michael, hello Kevin. All right, thank you very much. All right, so let's get started. That's one of the things I say on this channel a lot. So we're going to get started with a beginner Raspberry Pi project. So this is the first live video. So I've got my Raspberry Pi here. This is not going to be a demo, but I do want to point out last week I posted a video on the new Raspberry Pi imager and how to get your Raspberry Pi set up. So I would say that's the first thing you need to do as a beginner, if you're a beginner on Raspberry Pi, is you need one of these little micro SD cards, you need your Raspberry Pi, you need a power supply, you need all sorts of stuff. And I am going to switch over now. You can see my Chrome screen now, and you will see that raspberrypi.org, they just uploaded, they just changed over how you download, how you install the Raspbian operating system on a micro SD card. You go to raspberrypi.org, downloads, they've updated that page. I'm going to go and put that over here. Hopefully this will work. I'm trying to do this live. Okay, so, and then you can go and install Raspbian on a micro SD card and then insert it into your Raspberry Pi like this. Maybe if I did it like this would be better. Yes. And then I've got a whole video tutorial that I have made here. I'm going to share that. Let's see, hopefully this works. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, let's go back over to, I do have that. I do have the YouTube right there. And okay, I'm going to just copy and paste this. Now you can just watch my video when you get a chance, and I just go through the whole thing, start to finish. Here is how you start with Raspberry Pi. So I would consider that a beginner, and that is our first project if you are new to Raspberry Pi. Okay, so anyway, okay, no questions so far, moving on. All right, so next for beginners is you can stream free, and this is the wildcard section, all right? So free streaming movies on TV and TV on Plex. Okay, so please use this lovely, I'm gonna do, hopefully I can, all right, please use, Okay, all right, so please use this lovely link here that I'm providing to you. That was not the right link, uh-oh. Okay, so yeah, I'm already experiencing technical difficulties here. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go back to my original, see if I can get the correct link here. I'm gonna go back to, and I've tweeted this out here several times. And let's go back to Chrome. All right, and if you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter right now. So I've been tweeting out a bunch of stuff. My Twitter is TheCaroline Alrighty, okay, and I have been tweeting out, let's see, yes, go on Plex here. I'm gonna copy link, and please do sign up for Plex. You can get a whole bunch of free movies and TV shows on Plex. You can do this on your phone, you can do this on your tablet, you can do this on your regular computer, you can do this if you have a smart TV, you can download the Plex app, you can do this on a Roku, and I think there's other choices as well. So over the weekend I watched War Games and Rain Man, and I had never seen Rain Man before. Can you believe that? So my very first time seeing Rain Man was last weekend. It was actually a really good movie. I was really surprised. I was kind of hesitant to watch it, which is why I'd never seen it before. So anyway, that was. So if you do, please do sign up for Plex if you just want to watch free movies. I know a lot of people, you're at home and you're binging out Netflix. That's great, but you can get Plex for free. Yes, and all you have to do is to sign up for an account. That's all to get Plex. It's pretty easy. All right, so let's see. I do have a few questions coming in here. All right. Michael says, can you put any Linux distro on the PIE? Okay, I don't even understand that question, quite honestly. I don't know what a Linux distro on the PIE is, so no, I cannot. All right, Kevin would like to know, have you tried Elementary OS on the Pi? No, I have not tried Elementary OS on the Pi, but thank you for that feedback. I will look into that and we'll see where that goes. If you know where that is, send that to me. Where is Elementary OS on the Pi? All right, so next, let's go back to our little presentation here. My last beginner project, and I'm going to hope to do a live demo on this, we'll see how this goes, is you can change Alexa's answers. Okay, so if you are doing a shelter at home right now, and you have a child that is driving you nuts because every day they say, Alexa, tell me a joke, and it's getting really annoying, you can change her answer to whatever you want it to be. And I do actually have a video on how to do that right now. And let's see, where is my video on how to do that right now? I'm gonna go, okay, look for that. And I'm going to switch over to Chrome now, so hopefully you can see that. And, okay, so there's an ad playing right now, but, all right, so how to change her answers without coding. And I'm going to try to do, a live demo right now. And if you guys are on this, let me know what you want me to change. Okay, so, but before I go into this live demo, let me do some Q&A here. All right, Michael says, I'm sorry, the Pi. Okay, so Michael says, I'm sorry, the Pi. What did you last say? Can you put any Linux distro on the Pi? I think you need to explain what Linux distro. I'm not familiar with Linux distro, okay? So I really don't do a lot of Linux on this channel. Okay, so, or even Ubuntu. Okay, so, no, I'm not familiar with that, sorry. All right, moving on. We are going to go into, let's see, and hopefully don't make fun of my my phone here. So I'm going to do a phone demo now. Yeah, here's my phone. And I'm going to try to change Alexa's answer. So I have just launched my Alexa app. This is the app that you used when you updated your when you set up your Amazon Echo. All right, so I am going to go into the menu button on the left side, and I am going to go into routines. All right, so now you can just add a routine. So let's just play with this for a second. Okay, so let's say, Alexa, who is Caroline Dunn?
Caroline Dunn is a Canadian actress. Her most notable role was her portrayal of Sylvie Gerard, the business partner/sidekick on Tropical Heat, which was retitled Sweating Bullets when transmitted in the United States. She is a native of Whitney Pier on Cape Breton Island.
Okay, hopefully you guys can hear that.
In 1994,
So I asked who is Caroline Dunn. Now I'm going to go, now I'm going to go into routines. I'm going to hit the plus button in the top right hand corner. I'm going to enter my routine name, and it's going to be who is Caroline Dunn. Okay, and when this happens, okay, voice, I'm going to select voice, and I'm going to say who is Caroline Dunn. Next. All right, so when somebody says who is Caroline Dunn, I'm going to do an action, and you can actually have her do a lot of different things here. Wow, this is a lot. You can have her say the weather, you can have her change the device settings. I'm going to have her say customized, and I'm going to say Caroline is my favorite YouTube YouTuber. Okay, I'm going to hit next, and then I'm going to hit next, and I'm going to say choose device. I'm going to say the device I speak to. All right, so that way it'll work on all the devices on your account, on your home, and I'm going to hit save, and hopefully this will work. Okay, it could take up to a minute for the device to work. Okay, so let's try this. Hopefully this works. This is a live demo. You know, you never know how these things are going to go. All right, and maybe I'll turn up the volume a little bit. Alexa, who is Caroline Dunn?
Caroline Dunn is a Canadian actress.
Okay, that was
her most notable role was her portrayal of Sylvie Gerard, the business partner.
Okay, might take a minute for this to work. All right, try this again. Alexa, stop. Alexa, Alexa, who is Caroline Dunn? Okay, now it's working. All right, do this. I had the volume turned all the way down then. Alexa, who is Caroline Dunn?
Caroline Dunn is a Canadian actress.
Okay, now it doesn't.
Her most notable role was
Alexa,
her portrayal of Sylvie.
This is why we don't do live demos on YouTube Live, okay? Because it never works the way you think it's going to work. Alexa, who is Caroline Dunn?
Caroline Dunn is a Canadian actress.
Alexa, stop.
Her most notable.
It did work a second ago. Alexa, who is Caroline Dunn?
Caroline Dunn is a Canadian actress.
Alexa, stop.
Her most.
Okay. Alexa, who is Carolyn Dunn?
Caroline is my favorite YouTuber.
Okay, so so that did not work perfectly. It took Caroline and changed it to Carolyn. Okay, so that was not the best example. But hey, it was, this is YouTube Live, and this is my first one, so things aren't going to work perfectly. So obviously I did not rehearse that part before I started this. All right, so I am going to go back to my list of stuff to do. I do have an entire YouTube video on how to do this, and it's called How to Change Alexa's Answers. All right, and let's see, did I already post that video up here? So I do have a video on that, how to change her answers without coding, and I'm just going to copy and paste the link in here if you're interested in watching the real video where I do this, and I'm much better at this. All right, okay, so moving on. I know you guys are here, and I think you guys are more interested in these more intermediate or advanced projects, I guess. All right. So staying on Amazon Alexa, I am going to talk about what I call what I would consider an intermediate project for Alexa, which is I encourage you to go to something called blueprints.amazon.com and do something with your family. So this could be kind of a family kind of thing. And let's see, I'm going to move over to Chrome here, and here it is, blueprints.amazon.com. I'll put that over here. All right, and now you can make a routine or a skill or something where you kind of interact with your family. You can do trivia about your family. You can do a chore chart with your family. You can figure out whose turn it is to take out the trash. I've got a video that I did a while back ago, and it's how to create the whose turn is it. Whose turn is it? Alexa skill, and you can do that with your family. So now that you're home with your family, let's assign chores, let's assign things for them to do. So I'm going to paste that over here, and you can make an Alexa skill without any, and this is for people who don't want to code. So there's a ton of different things that you can try. How many days, pet sitter, house guest, roommate, chore chart, personal trainer. You can create all sorts of different types of skills that are specific to your family. So you personalize it with your family's, where you put the trash bags. You personalize it with your family names, the people in your family. So this is a lot of fun, and I think this is something you can do with everybody in your family. So I encourage you to check that out. All right, so let's go back to questions. Okay, lots of Linux for Pi, thanks, even Ubuntu. Okay, all's good. All right, Linux distros, the Linux OS, install image. Okay, I will need to check that out. So thank you very much for clarifying on that. Let's go back to my little presentation I'm doing here. Okay, so next we're going to do an intermediate project for Raspberry Pi. And this again, I'm looking at, kind of family-friendly stuff that you can do. If you've seen this on my channel, I did a few STEM workshops as a way to give back to my community. I did produce some videos around that, and when we did the Kano kit, the kids really liked the Minecraft. This game called Minecraft. Honestly, I've really never played Minecraft before, but when they saw the Kano kit and they saw the different games, they all started playing Minecraft. So I think Minecraft is free. You can get Minecraft for the Raspberry Pi, and you can install it. So I recommend that you do that. So I am going to, there is a download site here, and I'm going to go and paste that in here. And you can, if you need to keep your kid occupied, this could be a way to do it. Put them on a Raspberry Pi and put them on a Minecraft, and they can play Minecraft. And there is another tutorial I think I'll talk about next week where you can Python code and it goes into your Minecraft. So it will be educational. Maybe not this week, but going forward it will be educational. So that is my intermediate suggestion for Minecraft. Oh, and I don't think I switched over to Chrome, just to show you what it looks like. So this is the link I just provided, and it's got, hey, how do I download Minecraft? Well, there's a download link. How do I get started? So there's all, and you can do it through the Linux command as well too. You can do an installer for that. So yeah, this is free. This is, well, you gotta pay. This is another, Raspberry Pi. This is something you can do with your kids. So I highly suggest that. Let me know how that goes. All right. Okay, Minecraft is not free. Okay, around 17 bucks, I guess. Okay, is what I'm seeing here. So there is a Pi edition, and you can download it. And you can get kind of started with it. So I did do that part before I started this video. Was I did get out my Raspberry Pi. I did download Minecraft, and it didn't ask me for any money. So when I downloaded it, so okay, hopefully that will work for you guys. If not, let me know, and I'll post another link where you can get Minecraft for free, or you can get a Minecraft, some sort of kind of a free edition of Minecraft. Alrighty, and I think it was just like I think I did it, the way I did it I think was just a sudo install. So let me, you know what, this is live. So the way I really did it was not through this link. I did just a search Minecraft Pi, and then I did Raspberry Pi. And then I'll tell you what actually came up. This Raspberry Pi org, but this kind of went into this whole like learning how to Python code or something like that. So I figured today, oh, I'm not on the right screen. Okay, so I'm on this Projects Raspberry Pi Minecraft with Pi. So I did this. Oh, okay, somebody retracted, okay, they retracted their statement. So now they're saying Minecraft is free. Okay, so, but this is the other tutorial I looked at. I was going to save this for next week, but now this is the tutorial I looked at before I started this video. And so if you do sudo apt-get install Minecraft Pi, it installs Minecraft on your machine. Okay, excellent. All right, so I did it, didn't charge me anything. All right, let's move on now. All right. All right, let's see. The other thing, Samsung Galaxy Android OS. Okay, I'm not sure what the question is. All right, and then next is, yeah, my bad. Okay, and then, okay, thumbs up. Okay, all right, anyway. All right, let's move on. Let's move back over to my little list here. Intermediate project. All right, so my intermediate project is yesterday, and once again, disclaimer, as I noted at the beginning, I'm a social influencer for Plex. They are saying that they included in regular Plex, you're going to now get 3 months free of the TV DVR feature, which is something that was available only on Plex Pass before yesterday. And I did do an entire video on how to get live TV. I know we're all watching a lot of TV now. I know I'm watching a lot more TV now that I'm home most of the day. And so just because Plex says they're going to give you the features of live TV, it doesn't mean you can actually get live TV. Okay, I just want to be very honest about that. You do need an antenna. You do need some sort of, I call it a home run box. You do need other equipment in order to do live TV, even if you get, even a Plex, says their stuff is going to be free. So I did an entire video on that, and I'm gonna, let's go over to Chrome and let's see if I've got that somewhere, hopefully. Let's see. And so I did an entire video on how to do live TV, DVR with the Plex Pass antenna. You've got an antenna, I needed a Roku, I needed HD home run, I needed all sorts of stuff. But I did do this how to get live TV through Plex. So you might consider doing that if you're a cord cutter, or I'm not a cord cutter, I still did it. It's kind of cool how to do this DVR thing with Plex now, and it is kind of a good backup in case my regular TV service goes down. So I do have that, I do use that. And let's see, going back to here, it is free for 3 months starting yesterday with just a regular Plex account. All right, so check that out. Okay. All right, so back to Shirag, is that how I pronounce your name? All right, nobody's watching, please tell me hi. Hi. Hi, Shirag. Hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. All right, so if you do want to watch me put together the live TV with Plex, I will give you that video right now. Okay, so that is how to do live TV with Plex, and it is free right now. So moving right along, let's go into advanced projects. Woohoo! All right, so advanced project for a Raspberry Pi, I would say is Magic Mirror. Okay, and I did a whole series of 6 videos on Magic Mirror. I think they're a little bit outdated now because I think the way you install Magic Mirror is a little bit different now. And then there was the Magic Pi 2, Magic Mirror, 2 or something that came along. Anyway, let me switch over to my Chrome and y'all will see Magic Mirror. So Magic Mirror Builders is how you do it. Go to this website and this is like just all the documentation, everything you could possibly need for Magic Mirror. Now, then there's docs, how to easy install that. So Magic Mirror, the way Magic Mirror is supposed to work is like you're supposed to get a big computer monitor screen, and then you like get a piece of glass over it, and a special kind of glass, and you put a build a frame. Okay, I did none of that, okay, in my series. I just said, okay, we're just going to take a monitor and I'm going to make it into a little photo booth. Photo, one of those little photo where all your pictures go around and around. And then you had the date and the time and stuff like that. I thought that'd be fun. That is what my series is about. So I have done that. I believe I need to look into this. It's probably a little bit outdated now. But anyway, go to magicmirrorbuilders.com if you are builders, if you are an advanced user. And that's my suggestion for your Raspberry Pi project. All right, next is an advanced project for Alexa. Okay, so an advanced project for Alexa is build your own Alexa skill and then publish it, and then get everybody to use it. I've published about 20 skills in the skill store right now, and to get started, ironically, the tutorial to get started creating an Alexa skill is Cakewalk. And let me switch over to Chrome here, and let me take you to Cakewalk. So this is actually I need to go to the beginning. So this is how to build an engaging skill. And I'm going to give you the URL so you can follow along. This is the beginner training course for how to build an Alexa skill. And this is something you could publish and then everybody could see that. And so this is really cool. And then you create a skill in 5 minutes, and it goes through how to do that. And all you need is a computer, and you technically do not actually even need one of these devices. There's like a simulator or something like that. So anyway, have at if you're looking for something advanced to do. All right, so Zach Campbell. Hi, Zach Campbell. Zach says hi. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me. All right, and then, okay, Carthage says use Firefox if possible. We need to support open source project. Okay, I do like Firefox, but I think it's more popular to use Chrome. So I've been using Chrome actually. All right, so all right, Google JJC would like to know, do I have a Samsung Galaxy? Yes, I have several actually. In 2018, I had the Samsung Galaxy Active, and then the battery died, and then I still have, then I have like a Samsung Galaxy 7 or a 6 or something like that. I use it for Wi-Fi. I used it on my Mango Mirror project that I was featured on this channel, and then after the battery died, I bought an iPhone, so I'm an iPhone person now. So, all right, let's see, next is advanced project, and this is the wildcard project. All right, so what I'm working on now, and this is part of this whole battle against COVID and doing what we can do against COVID, is I'm working on 3D printing face shields. And I've got one to show you right here. This is a prototype. So I don't have I've got this, the shield stuff on order right now, so hopefully it'll come in, but I 3D printed this shield holder right now, and you can put it against your forehead, and then I need to buy the elastic or something on the other side so that it can wrap around my head. So if you have a 3D printer and you're into 3D printing, please look into how you can help your community by printing face shields. And I do have some links on some face shield stuff you can go into. So let's see, so the one I'm using right now is the Protective Face Shield RC3, and there is you can download all the files, STL files, you got everything in here. It gives you the summary, all the information, and you can look into making face shields. All right, so this is what I'm working on right now. And then I'm going to go over back to the PowerPoint. So the other thing, if you sew, and there are sewing, believe it or not, a long time ago, I published a couple of sewing videos. If you are into sewing and The other thing you can do is you can sew a mask. And there are several mask tutorials on YouTube too. This is not my tutorial, of course, this is not my video, but I do recommend if you do sew and you want to try to help your community, you can join a Facebook group. So yesterday I joined Atlanta Beats COVID. Okay, I hope this works. I joined Atlanta Beats COVID yesterday, and this is for Atlanta, so I would encourage you to look for one in your local area where you could help out. And they are, the makers are getting together, and we're trying to make visors and medical gowns and respirators. We're trying to make our own stuff. If we can't, supply it, we need to provide this to our hospitals because they're running out. So anyway, so that is another thing. So I'm gonna post this up here. So look for ways to get involved with your local community, and they are trying to do this in a way where we are actually still following the protocols. So the sewing mask people, this N95 mask people, there's a group in Atlanta. The person who's in charge of that created this entire supply chain where nobody actually meets each other in person, so that we could continue following the social distancing rules. So there are people, they go out to the store and they buy the materials, and they cut up all the materials, and they leave it into a place where somebody can pick it up. So they've got these like distribution bins, and then somebody goes and picks it up, and then they sew it, and then they take it to a different distribution bin where somebody else picks that up and then actually takes it to the hospital. So they've got this they've got this supply chain thing going here in Atlanta. It's great. Atlanta's really spread out if you're not familiar with Atlanta. So everybody's trying to just kind of go somewhere in their region, and so some people only drive, some people only cut fabric, some people only sew. I think this is an amazing thing that they're doing, and I hope to be a part of this. Well, not by sewing, but with the 3D printed masks here. Yeah. So let's see. All right. So face shields haven't shown any efficacy against the virus, is what Karthik is saying. Oh, it would be great if you shared the GitHub source code link for these projects. Well, I am sharing everything for the project, and then N95 or higher masks. Yes, so this is what's really interesting about you talk about N95. Okay, so this video is the N95 cover mask tutorial. The discussion on the Facebook page right now for the sewing mask, which I'm not sewing masks, is that the hospitals are so desperate and they've completely run out of masks that they're actually willing to use non-N95 masks because otherwise they would have nothing. I mean, that's how desperate this is getting. It's like we're just trying to do what we can do to help. We're getting to the point. This is like, it's almost like we're at war. We're at war against COVID now, and people have are said, yeah, we would love respirators. We would love the best stuff, but if we can't get it, we'll take what we can get. That's kind of where we are right now. So we would love if you can make 1 million ventilators, Karthik, please do that for us. If you can make masks that are N95, please do that for us. All right, but we are doing what we can with what we got, essentially, is where we're going with this. Alrighty, so let's go back to, I think this is pretty much the end of my presentation here. Yes, this is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my first ever Caroline Live. I am planning to continue doing this while we are at shelter at home Thursdays. So Tuesdays I'll post my regular tutorial video, and then Thursdays 3 p.m. Eastern time, which is my time. I'm in Atlanta Eastern, and then 12 noon for you guys on the West Coast. So thank you so much for joining me. I will say bye now. All right, take care. Let me know what you want to know for next week. Send me a comment. Thank you. Bye now.